That was a really bad gong. Okay, back when I was a kid, I used to do like gong effects because I always thought it sounded like in Gold Sun Crystal something from like Asian culture music and whatnot. I don't know why I thought that, but that was the thing I did as a kid. Fun fact. Hey there guys, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon SoulSilver. Finally, I made that sound that happier than it really was in the past episodes. But last time, with the Sun and Toll from really stupid grass-type AI, we easily defeated Erica, almost losing Vulcan in the process, but... What am I... me losing... What is this, a Nuzlocke? No, we never lost a single Pokemon! I'm not going for Nuzlocke rules. Vulcan almost did faint, we had to revive it, but luckily we didn't actually have to revive it, but we had to heal it. But other than that, it was pretty easy times. So in this episode, we have no purpose of being here other than, I guess, listening to the music. Otherwise, let's just head on over to our previous route that we've been to before, Route 16, where we're actually just going to go straight in here. We actually don't need to use anything else, or we don't need to go anywhere else since we've already done it, because I didn't know there wasn't going to be another Snorlax. Oh well. But in here, I recommend getting on your bike as soon as possible, because you need to be on your bike. It's all downhill, so it's totally exhilarating. Some people prefer convenient and cool transportation, such as the fast ship and the magnet train. You prefer bicycle, don't you? Well, what he's saying is true. You can take the... No, actually, no. This is the only way you can get to Fuchsia City. Never mind. I was thinking something else. I don't know why. But what he's saying is true. Once you're on here, you are forced to go downhill. But I'll go over the wild Pokemon since I am here. There's only 4 particular new wild Pokemon you can find in here. During the morning and day, you can find yourself a Fearow. I believe between the levels of 29 and 30, I could be wrong on that terms. But the other Pokemon you can find here, which might be decently good for grinding. Of course you missed your first front. Well, getting back to the Pokemon. Aside from Fearow, you can also encounter Grimers, which is the most common Pokemon you can find, and Muck, which isn't as common as Fearow. But if you were to play this during the nighttime, there will be no Fearows, meaning that Grimers and Mucks will be more common, with Grimer being an 80% compared to 50%, and Muck being a 15% compared to 5% during the morning and day. However, what's always 5% regardless of the daytime, which is a huge change to what it was in Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where it was 35% at most during the day, and then morning and night was pretty rare. Oh my gosh! I was gonna talk about this thing, and then it just shows up the next encounter. I did not plan that at all! God, it sounds like I did, but I didn't. Slugma is the 5% encounter rate here in this area. How lucky am I to actually have this as the second encounter? But yeah, Slugma always has a 5% chance. It's not like in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, where it had a 35% chance during the day and then 5% other times. It kind of balances it out this way, and if you remember that egg I mentioned earlier, you know, the egg, which if you set a specific line, you could actually get a Slugma egg. I recommend getting a Slugma egg over just finding a Slugma here in this route. Because not only are your Pokemon on your team already high leveled as it is in the 40s and whatnot, but in case you wanted to use Magcargo for whatever reason, even though it's bulkier and slower, and despite being also a rock type towards the end, it's also fire type, which defensively isn't the best, especially combined with rock type. At least your Slugma, if you were to use the egg method, would be at a balanced level with your team. So it's a pretty good catch though, in case you do need to complete your Pokedex, and it's there. Dang! I cannot believe that's my second encounter though. Let me guess. We're gonna have Muck next? Okay, or just a Fear. Man, how is it that I found a Slugma before finding a Grimer and or a Muck, of all things? That's crazy. Anyways, like we saw a little bit earlier, once you let go of your button here, it's just a quick trip down, and you can actually avoid all these trainers. But for the, well, I was about to say, but for the purpose of grinding, I'll go ahead and face one of the trainers, but look at that. One of the trainers already came in here. So, I should mention that the last 5 episodes were recorded about 2 weeks in advance, because I may have some... Well, what am I trying to say? Basically, I record 2 weeks in advance just in case some things come up. Luckily, some things didn't come up. However, during those times, I actually did see Detective Pikachu, which, if you're a Pokemon fan, you're absolutely going to love it. And even if you're not a Pokemon fan, you might get some enjoyment out of it. Some of the jokes, I will say, are really hit or miss, but the ones that are hit or miss, luckily they just slide over, it's like pretty quick. But Mr. Mime and some of the jokes really steal the show. It is fantastic at the bonding between Detective Pikachu and Justice Smith's character, which I forgot the name of, I'm sorry! They really nail that very, very well. I think you have Explosion, so I might as well just go for Afterburner. But also in the process of that, James Charles drama was a thing, because beauty community and everyone else, really not the best mixture, so I'll just put that one in a nutshell. And finally, we can actually use Psychic. Too bad it wasn't against Gold, it was with Wheezing, so it's not as dramatic and epic as I wanted it to be, but it still works, I guess. Not really complaining that much. And then, Pro Jared. Yeah, Pro Jared's thing was a thing. Who remembers that one? I think every single one of us just wanted to forget Pro Jared afterwards, so I apologize for bringing him up, but just figured I'd bring that up in case you needed some fresh reminders. I figured I'd just cut the rest of the battle since that's all I really wanted to talk about, and if there's any more sudden surprise trainer encounters, which by the way, if you just head straight down here, you can avoid, oh, you can avoid these trainers, but if you choose to come up here, unfortunately, you can't really do that. Well, you could, but there'd be a trainer right there, and wow, we're already at Route 18, and there's one trainer right there. Wait, he doesn't turn around? What? I thought he'd be the trainer that actually turn around. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Not even if I'm like right here. What? I am both fascinated and amused by this. But Route 18, to put in a nutshell, has the same Pokemon, so even if you didn't go into the grass in the first sign of the area, you're not missing out on many new Pokemon here, so take that what you will. No new Pokemon whatsoever to mention, as I mentioned before. With that, we now move on to Fuchsia City. And it's plethora of things to do that luckily won't take more than, or will take a little bit longer than Saffron City, which we did in multiple episodes. And then the episode where we actually toured Saffron City, there really wasn't a lot to do because I did everything. So I guess we'll start down here into this area, which I remember was a fishing group, but now it's full of Apoms. If you saw Detective Pikachu, ma'am, you might want to stay away from those Apoms in case they sniff some of that Mewtwo poison. And, oh, shoot, did I? Crap. Sorry! And before they turn chaotic, we're in the rest of my family. She has a lot of Apoms, holy crap. I don't remember, actually, in Pokemon Crystal, this used to be... Oh, my grandpa closed the Safari Zone, and now we have an empty lot. My dad decided to run Pal Park. Okay, so she does kind of bring it up. So, since she did bring it up, and we can't go back there for some reason... Come on, there's a pond over there! Let me freaking back there! I want to go back there! Oh, wait. I forgot! Way back there! Fails to realize there's just a little... Fails to realize there's the gap right there. So if we were to head straight, this would be the Pal Park, which, unlike the Battle Frontier, makes a lot more sense as to why it's here, because it's all man-made and it naturally blends in. Here, you can transport Pokemon from Ruby and Sapphire, Fire and Leaf Green, or Pokemon Emerald, basically all of Gen 3, into the 4th Generation games. Unfortunately, I can't show this off since, like with Platinum, this isn't emulated, but Platinum was emulated when I did that, and then SoulSilver, I'm using a 2DS capture card, which has no Game Boy Advance slot whatsoever, so 2 opportunities missed. But if we were to come here in Platinum, I believe one of these would give you like a Pokechop. I think that's the Snorlax counter or something. But in here, they really don't give you that many options, unless, would you like to stop moving? The current Gold hitter is Gold to 2,000. Wait! How is Gold here? What did he catch? I imagine if you beat him, you might get like a reward or something. Me, I don't know, I never catch Pokemon myself, I enjoy catching slots. I'd love to see Johto and whole Pokemon especially. The regions I've never seen are so mysterious. I got a Typhlosion if you want to see that. Alright, what do you say? My son's a big fan of yours, Blake. Are you that famous? Well, I mean, I am the champion. I came to see Blake's catching show. Wow, Blake, are you for real? I didn't catch anything, and I already have a fan. Well, this is false advertisement if false advertisement were to be a thing. Once these rare Pokemon catching shows, the Pal Park are the best. So, in the Pal Park, any Pokemon you transfer do have a 100% catch rate. So, even if it's legendary Pokemon, you can actually just catch it guaranteed. And this is a good way if you want to complete your National Pokedex, but can't really do anything about some of the legendaries within SoulSilver. Like, I know there will be a couple we'll be going over later that you can't actually use, but only would need the Poke Transfer. But even Pokemon like Latios or even the Legendary Beast, if you do have them from other generations, you can easily just transfer them here, no problem. You don't need to go and catch them, which is kind of nice. And shut the Betty, wait, you're from... Wait, so he has a place here, and so he's not exclusively to Violet's. What? I mean, that makes sense, but still, what? Okay, well, there you go. In case you need another berry thing for shards, there's the guy you talk to. Again, so this used to be a zoo, but now it's just filled with grassy gates and flowers. This is now a rare flower zoo, but there's a Pokemart here, which I don't think has anything too unique, so there's no point going down there. Now, to all that leads is the bottom of where the rocks are. The bottoms of where the rocks are. Well, it's below where the rocks are, but I just worded that very wrong, like I usually do. Poke's daughter succeeded as the gym leader after Poke joined the Elite Four. What's inside this house, I don't remember. Just probably some pointless dialogue. My grandpa brother's villa is a cerulean cape. I saw these weird slow Pokemon on Cycling Road. You mean Slugma? AKA the one I hatched and now caught? I'm actually curious. What nature is that Slugma? I normally check on legendary Pokemon. Actually, no, I check with all Pokemon that I caught. But I am just genuinely curious. What is it? It's serious. So nothing really changes whatsoever. And speaking of, my phone almost triggered, Siri. Okay, good, it didn't actually spawn. I was about to say. If it did, woo-wee! Look at that special attack though. 50 for level 27, it's pretty good. Comes with Magma Armor, but I think it also has Flame Body as an ability as well, so... Even if he wanted to be unique and use Slugma, he's actually a pretty good contender for physical, bulky stuff like Magma Armor and Flame Body. Probably some of the best ones for defensive Fire-type Pokemon, so... At least you have that going forward. But all that remains is the gym. However, there is one, or actually a couple more areas I want to do explore, and that involves down here on the previous route, or not the previous route, the below route, which is blocked off. Sorry, this road is closed for construction. When you get to Cinnabar, you'd better go south from Pallet Town. So basically, they force you, if you want to go over to other areas, to go the cheap route from Pewter City, which a lot of you actually would have gone through anyways, even in the old games, like... Come on, I would rather go through, like, shorter water routes than go through the whole water route and possibly get spammed by trainers spamming water-type moves and water-type Pokemon. That's not fun. That's not fun. But speaking of routes with not water, one route remains, and we're going to take care of it right now. And that is Route 15. Now, I don't remember all the Pokemon in here, but I do need Cut, don't I? Something tells me I need Cut. I can go past you. But that would require me to be really sneaky. I think I need... Well, I'll bring Cut with me just in case. Or there's a wild Pokemon spawn. Speaking of wild Pokemon spawn, Nidorino is our thing here, Nidorino. So in case you're looking for a Nidoqueen or a Nidoking to use your Moonstone on, even though I'd recommend getting it on the route where we got both Nidoran Male and Yana, this is a pretty good option. But there is a 1% chance of a Chansey. Get it? 1% Chansey, chance of a Chansey. And with that 1% comes something very, very tactical with Chansey, because I actually caught a couple Chanseys just to see if I could get this one item. Chansey is the only Pokemon that can give you 2 hold items, or one of the few in 4th generation that can give you 2 held items. 50% of the time, Chansey will have an oval stone, which is needed if you want to evolve Happiny into Chansey. However, there is a 5% chance that Chansey could hold a lucky egg, which doubles the experience in every battle. Good luck. And actually, if you want higher chances of Chansey, don't go to Route 15 since they are 1% chance. Instead, what you want to use is, if I remember, it's 10 plain stuff in the meadow. Chanseys will always appear once you have that set up. I could go for Vulcan, but honestly, that probably would have been the better idea, actually, now that I think about it, just to go for, like, Vulcan, since I don't think I would rely on him too much, since he is level 50. But, too late now. So yeah, there are some fun facts about Chansey. If you're lucky enough, you can get one with Lucky Egg. That being said, though, if I do find a Chansey, I am going to catch it, just in case it does happen to have a Lucky Egg. Because it'd be nice for experience, especially right now, but I'm not really worried about that. What I'm worried, though, is... I knew it. Wait. Oh, I can go behind you? What now? What? 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 What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You can't do nothing. You can't frickin' touch this. Suck it! Okay, I'm getting way out of character with this. You get a Rose Incense, which boosts grass-type moves, but also is useful for Roselia because with this you can breed it with this item to make a Badoo. Where is it exactly? It's on the 5th slot. Where am I going? Yeah, boost grass-type moves, useful for Roselia and Roserade, because Rose, duh. Okay, so there's another trainer here, and I don't think I can avoid you. Wow, I can. That's actually amazing. I thought he would have run into the grass and actually chased me for some reason. Pidgeotos are here too, so it's kind of a good thing. I've kind of forgot about some of the Pokemon you can get in here, though I wish I remember a lot of them. Pidgeotto, Chansey, Nidorino, and a trainer. Yes, the most common of this route is the trainers. Oh no, not myself, Sand. Whatever will I do? It's not like I was gonna earthquake and let you faint. I use Shadow... Really? There's a crit now. Good boy, you actually used your final Pokemon, your strongest one, for last. You've learned not to go with Nintendo logic stuff and studied a bit. Maybe that's why you're a school kid. But Oberon grew to level 49 now, which means I might want to switch... I guess Fractal's my only choice. I forgot to put Sephiroth into PC, realizing that maybe I should have switched to Oberon. Okay, I was about to say, there better have been a cut tree right here, otherwise I wasted that for nothing, or I brought Coco for nothing, other than just appearing for another episode. But luckily that wasn't the case, so more grass over here in case you want to spawn some Pokemon. Actually, I am curious. Wait, you didn't even need cut! You could just go over here! What's the point of the tree over there? I guess to avoid one Pokemon, but still! It's not that hard, just... What's the point of the tree? What is actually the point of the tree? I don't understand! Also, because I'm recording this, like, morning, evening, Hoppips appear. Interesting. Whenever you are curious about this area right here, it just leads you back to Route 14, which actually has its own area we haven't been into yet. And gee, I wonder why. It's full of trainers. But there is a nice little cutting tree in case you want to go back for some reason and not face those trainers. Would have been worth it, actually. More grass. Wait, is there an item in the grass? Oh, I haven't faced you yet, son of a gun! I was gonna see if it was worth it. Probably not. Well, Trevor, I hope you're happy because you just completely wasted my time in your freaking Psyduck. I wanted to see if there was an item over here. No. Looks like there was only a trainer. Cool! Phase 4 trainers just for a trainer. Fantastic. Not worth your time at all. Alright, so... enough goofing around here since I've been goofing around with... oh, the tree respawn. Of course I gotta go through here. No, goofing around, I actually did goof around because I actually had to do a couple things outside, so I was just running around the grass, not trying to get a Chansey because, again, that's 1%. Consider yourself lucky if you actually find a Chansey here, and consider yourself the luckiest man in the world, or woman, depending on which gender you're playing, if you actually were to find a Chansey at a 1% chance with a 5% chance of a lucky egg. that stuff is really, really rare. But it's once again, it's made a bit more common because of the Safari Zone, so it's really not that bad. Just getting lucky to find a lucky egg is all. Guess you could say you're up all night to get lucky with eggs. Okay, knowing the context of that whole song, that sounded really more suggestive than it really needed to be. I'm so sorry. Man, for a rare Pokemon, Ditto sucks with experience. I'm sorry, but what? You can get Gym Leader's phone number so you can talk to them outside the gym. Hey, we should trade phone numbers. I'm sorry, but you're a bit too late on the fact of trading phone numbers since I did that with one of the Gym Leaders of Johto. You're lost. Wait. What's the point of this tree then? Speaking of trees, I know you can headbutt these, and I know there's a couple trees that actually do give you wormholes in case you need one, but we don't need one, fortunately. Oh wait, is this seriously just another train? All this for another trainer? Turn down. Yeah, there you go. Oh, and it leads to double battle. Of course it does. Of course it leads to a double battle. Why wouldn't it? Okay, I'm going to be prepared for this one. Bring it on, you twerps. I was at something else, and I would have to sense to that. And man, a lot of people would be angry about that one. They must be big fans of Tom Fox, because all I'm hearing in my head is, ah! What is with Shadow Claw on these crits? Pointless crit is pointless. I get the critical hit ratio is high, but come on! That's the second time that move specifically has gone the crit without necessarily needing... Okay, that's, interesting, I guess. Are you a trainer as well? Well, you're a trainer, but luckily you don't move down. Hey, speaking of moves, PP up. Don't I have 2 of these now, or do I have that 1? Well, here are those oval stones I was talking about, by the way. How many PP ups do I have now? Okay, just this one. Is Fire Blast good? Okay, it won't have any effect, so I might want to use this actually on Focus Blast then, since that needs some PP, especially the fact that it can miss, which is great. So that's this area in a nutshell. I'm now curious. One more and I'm good. I just had to check to see if there was actually just a Chansey. I know I'm gonna get really, really risky because of this. And I don't want this to be a repeat of the Yanma episode, because that took an hour to find Yanma. And I imagine it would take the same just to find a Chansey. So I just want to, I guess I was taking a gamble for some reason, and I'm still taking the gamble because I'm still here in the grass for no reason whatsoever. Man, I gotta get out, but I have the natural habit ever since finding Yanma for like, okay, I can do this, I can find a 1% chance, it's going to happen, but should have learned to only do it once. And again, I do have the setup where I can get more chances, and higher levels, mind you, in the Safari Zone. So again, I shouldn't be here, but for some reason, it's that strange addiction in my hand. It's like, okay, I have to go for this really rare Pokemon that I shouldn't have to because of higher chances of it. It's funny. Yanma doesn't even get that perk in the Safari Zone. It does after you've beaten the game and whatnot, but not by much. Don't know why that is, but it is that way. Okay, let's actually get out of this grass now before I start being like, okay guys, I know, like 1,500 encounters later, I know this is it! I know I haven't slept in days, but I think I could get this Chansey. Which I already caught like 10 of those, so proof that I don't need to catch any more Pokemon. Speaking of, we have done a lot, or not a lot of catching, but we did catch a Slugma in the run, so I guess that rare chance actually spawned on a Fire Slug, which we already have. Alongside that, we did explore Route 16, 17, and 18, and Route 19, and explored Fuchsia City. I'd say that's a pretty good place to leave it off. And then in the next episode, we're not gonna raise this Slugma up to higher levels, since again, we already have the... Wait! Both of them have neutral natures. Are you actually joking me? I'm not making this up! What the heck? I didn't see that until now. What? Oh, the many ways to entertain me. So, next time on Pokemon SoulSilver, how about we take care of the gym since we're already over here and we have the privilege of doing so? I think that's a swell idea. But if there's any episodes you missed, whether from the past or from the future, make sure to check them out in the playlist down in the description below, the on the top right corner, yes, Oak did give me a Pokedex, how did you know? Or the upcoming end slate. What were you trying to do? You remind me of the one jumping Pokeball ritual. With that being said though, my name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. I find this somewhat amusing. I don't know why. So until we meet again, do remember that ninja techniques actually don't work.